The mass extinction event that occurred at the end of Earth's Cretaceous period is said to have had the biggest effect on evolution by pruning back the tree of life through all the death and extinction that it caused, allowing mammals to become the dominant vertebrates and go on to conquer the land in all its forms, from the desert to the tundra. The end of dinosaurs, plesiosaurs, mosasaurs and pterosaurs occurred 66 million years ago in what is known as the Cretaceous Tertiary mass extinction, which killed off 3/4 of the Earth's plant and animal species. The KT event caused the extinction of all non-avian dinosaurs. However, mammals, birds, crocodilians and insects survived. There are several proposed causes for this extinction event. One such states that an asteroid impact caused the death of most of the life on Earth, which is known as the Alvarez hypothesis. Other hypothesis considered to cause this mass extinction is a giant volcanic eruption that would have caused huge amounts of basalt to flood the Deccan Plateau. Either or several of these catastrophic events could have been the cause of this mass extinction. Before the KT, early mammals were very small and most likely lived on a diet of insects and were likely to be nocturnal. However, after the KT, mammals began to diversify into large and dominant animals that were capable of occupying almost every terrestrial and many marine ecosystems available to them. Mammal evolution exploded after the extinction event, with just 8 original families diversifying into over 70.
The new era, brought in by the KT, marked a changing planet. The previous continents of the Mesozoic era, Gondwana and Laurasia, continued to drift and break apart, forming an Earth like the one we know today. The dividing continents caused new environments to be created for mammals to adapt around. Land now occupied the Arctic Circle, the temperate regions, as well as the equator. A new, diverse range of niches were forming.
Prior to the KT mass extinction, it's believed that modern mammals had begun to branch off from other mammalia forms. The mammalia forms include all members of the class Mammalia, as well as earlier mammal-like forms, for example the dryelestids. 3 lineages are extant today. These lineages branch off from the class Mammalia into the subclass Prototheria, which are the egg-laying mammals. This includes the Monotremata and other extinct Prototheria, for example the Triconodonts. The second branch leads to the Theria, which means live young. This includes the infraclasses Eutheria and Metatheria. The Metatheria are also known as the marsupials and include the pouched mammals that give birth to live young, for example kangaroos. Eutheria are also known as the placentals and give birth to mature young that can fend for themselves to a certain extent. An example of these are elephants.
Before the KT mass extinction, early mammals developed heterodont teeth, which include the canines, molars and incisors. Canines were developed for the tearing of flesh and eating of small insects. Incisors and molars were used to grind up vegetation by omnivorous and herbivorous mammals. Before heterodont teeth evolved, mammalia forms were homodont and would have had a limited prey pool as a result. Homodont teeth formation consists of a set of uniform teeth with no specialization.
Mammals diversified quickly after the KT event. For example, a clade of placentals from Africa, called Afrotheria, diversified into elephants, elephant shrews, sea cows, aardvarks and hyraxes. How could mammals survive the KT when all non-avian dinosaurs perished? There are several theories concerning this. For example, if the asteroid hit is the main cause of this mass extinction, it's believed that mammals may have used burrows or lived in aquatic environments to shield themselves from the majority of destruction caused by this mass extinction. Mammals have since adapted to fill every niche known today. The fennec fox has evolved large ears which aid in temperature regulation in the scorching desert. River otters have developed razor-sharp canines to catch fish, as well as thick layers of water-resistant fur. Red squirrels have adapted to an arboreal way of life in deciduous forests, with claws and long tails for balance while climbing trees. The Arctic hare has snow-white fur to blend in with its surroundings to avoid predation. Life in the savanna has brought about the fastest terrestrial creature on Earth, the cheetah, which is an apex predator that uses its tail to maintain balance at such high speeds.
And thus, here we are, the age of mammals.